Once again, Isayama proves that he's willing to shit on any character he does in each chapter by killing off that merchant. I was actually growing quite fond of his character. I really was. I didn't think I would actually care for him, but I really did. And when I saw his neck get slit, I was like, oh my god. So, I was really upset in that scene. I don't know if I really cared about his death, but at the same time, it managed to bring out some form of feels. I was kind of upset with that. So, there was a major plot twist in this chapter that's really just downright, oh my god. So, anyone that was shipping Mikasa and Levi together is just downright been sunk. That entire ship is just sunk with what happened in this chapter. So, supposedly, what is revealed in this chapter is that Levi has the last name of Akamon. So, it's the same last name as Mikasa. And now, what this proves is most likely they're related by family, blood relationship, we don't know. But here's my entire theories behind what was actually just shown in this chapter. Okay, so let's get into the factor here. We find out that this dude is called Akamon, and was actually the master of Levi. He actually trained him at a young age, I'm guessing. So, what we can see from here, maybe Levi's not technically blood relationship to Mikasa. He just took on that last name since he trained under someone with that last name. That's what I think, honestly, from this chapter, what it was trying to hint at. I still don't believe Levi is actually probably blood relationship to Mikasa, but I mean, I could be proven wrong. We really could, because you would think that Levi would actually know if he was related to Mikasa of all people. We would have saw some form of reaction between those two characters a lot earlier on in the series. So, I just feel like, honestly, there's something else going on behind the scenes, but I did enjoy it. A lot of people would probably be complaining about the scene of how supposedly this random dude that came out of nowhere that looks like he's in a higher organization in the government, higher than the military police, that is actually anti-humans, kills humans only, supposedly knew what they were doing, knew that pretty much the Reed's company, the merchants, were actually going to swindle them and pretty much just betray them in the end. So all we can see is that what Levi hinted at earlier on in this chapter is that he's abnormal. He's an abnormal human being, and he expects the worst. Pretty much that's what we got from this chapter. He expects everybody not to live to another day. And so this is shown in this new guy that was introduced this chapter that supposedly has the same last name as Akamon, Mikasa, most likely her father or uncle or something. And pretty much it shows that he is in the same nature as Levi. He's abnormal too. So he worries about things that normal people wouldn't worry about. So this is how he managed to find out that he is being betrayed. He definitely wasn't playing around, and he definitely wanted to finish the job with his own hands. That's why he brought another carriage. That's why he slit the merchant's throat. It just goes to explain right there. He's like Levi, and he thinks ahead of these worst possible outcomes. So I love the way they did that. Isayama actually did some foreshadowing early on in this chapter to that scene. So, all in all, let's talk about the artwork of this chapter. The artwork of this chapter, it was okay. It was a lot worse than the last chapter. I'm going to be honest here. There was a couple scenes I was like, what the hell am I looking at? But all in all, I feel like the artwork is not that bad. I mean, Attack on Titan really does have its merits in art, but it does in good storytelling and good writing. So I'm not going to down, Attack on Titan on freaking, art style. Really, though, this chapter shows some more depth into Levi as a character. It shows you that he is willing to do anything he possibly can to be able to win a war. He pretty much forces the fact on Historia that she has to be the queen. And you see her where he really picks her up, yells in her face, just grabbing her up by her collar, saying, you have to be the queen or all that. We're all screwed. You got to make your decision now. He really just gets in her face, and you just show him like he's so forceful. But at the same time, he's a really caring character. But we see he's willing to go over the limit to really accomplish his goals. The main goal of the entire war that they're trying to participate in, the revolution, is to get Historia as the queen. So I love the way it developed in this chapter. I still love the freaking politics of this series. The way Isayama's went into these politics, it really adds a different theme to Attack on Titan. So all in all, I feel like this chapter is mainly just a setup and major plot twist chapter that is getting, I guess, build up for upcoming chapters. I mean, now we're finding out some form of backstory to Levi and Mikasa. What is going on between these two characters, since now they supposedly have the last name. Are they related, or are they actually related by some other form of means? Did they train under the same master? So, a lot of questions here, a lot of questions, but if I had to say anything from this chapter, what the plot twist really did, though, I feel like most likely we got to see Mikasa's father. We never got to see Mikasa's father before, so most likely this person that was introduced that slit someone's throat was literally the actual father of Mikasa, because we only saw the mother that got killed. So, entertaining. I love this chapter. It dropped a lot of good little details here, a lot of different foreshadowing. I'm interested to find out what will happen next, because I want to know more development about this new person that just got introduced, because he was freaking scary as hell. You had the son of the merchant that got his throat slit this chapter, freaking just cowering, and like looks like he's about to piss himself. He's like, oh my god, and you just see him cowering behind a tree. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you saw someone just come out of nowhere, just slit someone's throat, wouldn't you be kind of scared to hide behind a tree? So I can understand the entire motives of why the kid was hiding behind a tree. I mean, he's one guy versus like a bunch of army out there waiting at a carriage. So anyways, this is going to be the end of my chapter review of Shingeki no Kyojin. Tell me your thoughts on this chapter, everybody. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments of this chapter? And do you feel like the actual Levi and Mikasa are related by blood, or do you think there's something else going on in the background? Let me know in the comments below. And what you feel about that entire scene with how just Levi forced himself on top of Historia to force her to become queen of the entire government. So everybody, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Everybody, love you so much. Chibi out.